Doesn't Mr. White?
Doesn't Mr. Yardley, at the request of the steward of the manor, will you please present your report as to your men bearing arms in your division?
Mr. Mayor, ladies and gentlemen, since my report of last year, the St John Street and Borrowthorpe area has been very busy. I'm hoping to enlist more troops to volunteer to keep our area safe from marauders, and have been knocking on doors of residents in order to gain their support. Without a rosette attached to my jacket, I've had a degree of success in getting the door open in more than a few seconds. I've been taking a look at the shops in St John Street and feeling it is always good if you can give business to local shops. I walked along the street to see what was available. I soon found a tattoo shop with some splendid examples of work in the window. I went inside and saw a bald man sitting down having his head tattooed. I looked closer and asked him why he was having rabbits tattooed on his head. Well, he said, from a distance I'm hoping they might look like hairs. We have a fantastic canal that passes through my ward, and with it being a possible route into Lichfield by invaders, I make regular visits to the Lichfield and Hatherton Canal at Tamworth Road. It was when I was on one of my regular visits that I could see in the distance a boat coming towards me. I could make out someone standing at the front with long red hair, wearing a kilt and holding up a large white flag. To say I was amazed was an understatement. The Scots had come to Lichfield to surrender. All kinds of thoughts went through my mind. Just imagine, Scotland would become a suburb of Lichfield. We could wipe out our deficit by taxing the Scots. And what would integration mean? Well, there would be a deep-fried Mars bar in every lunchbox, along with a can of Tennant Super. Unless you're an adult, then there would be two. The SNP will be seen outside Boots selling the big issue, and maybe inside Wetherspoons collecting glasses. With an occasion as important as this, I thought I needed backup. The Mayor and the Sheriff would know what to do. They're not just where they are because of their looks. Oh no, they're clever as well. So I fumbled in my pocket for my phone to call the Mayor. It was then I found my glasses. And as I put them on, the image in front of me became clearer. It wasn't actually a lady from the WI in a tartan skirt unfolding a white golf umbrella. Panic over. Note to self, stop watching reruns of Dad's Army. I, Robert Yardley, Dozen of St John Street and Borrowthorpe, present this role of able men capable of bearing arms in my ward. I have inspected the accoutrements of these men and beg to report all is in order.
Doesn't Mr. Yardley, thank you for your report.
Doesn't Councillor Warfield, at the request of the steward of the manor, will you please present your report as to the men bearing arms in your division?
My Lord, I, Dozen Mark Warfield, present my report as to the state of my men in the Trent Valley Road Ward. But indeed, what a state they're in. I always know where to find them, because they're often in a local hostelry where I allow them to have a half-mile shandy. I don't want them having too much, otherwise they won't be paying attention. Well, I too have been knocking on doors to attempt to recruit men. Well, I went to the one house and a dear old lady opened the door. And she said, "Oh, hello, would you like to come in?" So I thought, well, might as well. And then she said, "Would you like a cup of tea?" I said, "Oh, yes, please, I would. No sugar, thanks." And then she said, "Would you like a biscuit?" I said, "Oh, yes, I love a biscuit, thank you very much." And then she said, "Now then, young man, what do you want?" I said, "I've absolutely no idea. I've never got this far before." My men are busy trying to sort out HS2. They're rather frightened of it, but as it's going underground, look, it'll give them another place to hide from. That's what they think. However, I have successfully recruited additional men. Today we are saying a new hello to the Trent Valley Regiment in which we take pride. We have served shoulder to shoulder and side by side over the years. What the future holds, I cannot tell, but one thing I do know for sure is that your heads you'll still hold high. Serving at home or on tour, I like to offer my thanks to you. You've served me well throughout the years, and I cheer the expanding of the regiments that we hold dear. The future beckons, and to me it's clear, you'll always be what you've always been to me, the best troops of all in the military. I, Mark Warfield, the dozener of Trent Valley Road, present this role of able men capable of bearing arms in my ward. I have attempted to inspect their accoutrements of these men and beg to report, to the best of my knowledge, that all is in order.